Just heard from Matthew Kahn and his brilliant artwork. If you want to jump on in here at 631-888-8811 or 631-888-8812. We have another special guest, Richard Souto. Hal, welcome here.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show. Now, before we get started, I actually met your mom at the cardiac rehab at South Nassau, and I got to give a shout out to South Nassau and their rehab program. They're amazing people. The doctors there are wonderful. And your mom just successfully graduated from the rehab program.
She did. You know what? It was a long road, but she's doing well, and you know, hopefully continuing going forward. So.
Well, if she's out there, hello, Elizabeth. Welcome.
I'm sure she's listening.
I'm sure she's watching a little boy. But talk about what you do and why you're here today.
Sure. I'm here. I'm currently a personal trainer with Sports Set Health and Fitness in Rockville Center. But again, it was a long road for me as well. 5.5 years ago, I was 240 pounds and a smoker, and you know, today I'm 155 pounds, in the best shape of my life. And like I said, you know, personal trainer, so I'm trying to help other people, you know, turn it around the same way that I did.
So what made you turn around at that time? Because that's a significant weight loss. So did something trigger it off? Did you have enough of the old lifestyle, or tell the listeners out there what triggered you?
You know what? I'm 36 right now, so I had just turned 30, and you know, there's different points in your life when you start to reassess things, and you know, being 240 pounds and only 5'8" and being a smoker, you know, there's no surprise that you're in terrible shape, and if you don't start to do something now, it's going to be that much harder to do it in the future. You know what we talked about? My mother had she had a bad heart valve. My father actually passed away in 2005. So again, you really start to think about your health and fitness and really how important it is. So, you know, that's basically what it was. You just reassess at certain times, and I knew that something had to be done. I quit smoking, and you know, once I was about 4 months into that, I figured that if I could quit smoking, which is still the best thing that I've ever done, that you know, losing the weight would be the next natural progression.
So quitting smoking, how long did you smoke for? How old were you when you first started smoking?
Well, it's kind of ridiculous, you know, because most people start smoking when they're young, but I started smoking in college. You know, I started smoking when I was about 20 or 21. You know, and it started where you would just be out and you would have a cigarette, you know, when you're at the bar hanging out with your friends, and then, you know, with everything else, you just, you know, you don't make an active decision to do the wrong thing. You know, it's just one of those things where you develop bad habits, and it was the same thing with gaining weight. You know, I wasn't always heavy. You know, I was an athlete in high school, but you stop with the athletics and you start, you know, making poor decisions with eating, and you live a sedentary lifestyle, and you know, you literally you wake up one day and you look at yourself in the mirror and you really can't believe, you know, how far down you've gotten. So.
Right. How much were you smoking when you were like 20, 21 years old?
Well, when I was 20, 21, that's when I wasn't smoking a lot. But then, again, I mean, smoking is addictive. So, and by the end, I was smoking just under a pack a day. So just under a pack a day, and being severely overweight, my health was very poor. I mean, you wake up in the morning and you just feel terrible.
So smoking was a big part of you when you were younger, and in the future shows, we're going to have representatives from CVS, drugstore, or pharmacy, because they actually took a stance on not selling tobacco products anymore. And they probably lost millions, if not billions, of money making this decision. But, you know, all along, people have been smoking. And I'm thinking, how hard was it for you to stop smoking, the smoking aspect of things?
I mean, I hate to downplay it, but it wasn't all that difficult. I didn't have to, you know, slowly phase it out. I just kind of, you know, I finished my last cigarette in a pack one day, and I just decided, you know what, that's it.
And that was it? You never went back after that?
That was it. Never smoked another cigarette, never took another drag of a cigarette, anything. And that being, again, I hate to downplay it, that being easy, I figured if I can do that, then I can lose weight. And
so the smoking, you stopped smoking first, and then you
correct.
were fixated or focused in on losing the weight.
Right. You know what? Let's say I quit smoking in January. By April, I kind of made a decision. You know, I'm a big sports fan, big football fan, and you know, I know that you have to set, you know, attainable goals, and you know, nothing that is, you don't start at 240 pounds and say, okay, I want to be 155 pounds, because you're going to get frustrated.
Right.
So what I said was, all right, I'm 240 pounds. I'd like to lose 20 to 30 pounds by week 1 of the NFL season. Okay, started with just eating right, walking the dog, just being more active, and forget week 1 of the NFL season. By July, I had hit that goal, and it just kind of, nothing motivates like results, and it just kind of steamrolled from there. And
so, did you trademark this NFL diet? I mean, this
I
sounds
did
like
not,
I think after
An
the show,
NFL diet.
I know after the show or Monday, we have to go down to Mineola and trademark this thing.
That's right. That's a good idea. I never thought of that.
That's a good thing, Portia.
So it sounds like to me that you really looked at just making smaller steps to reaching a bigger goal. Because I know a lot of times people, say, oh, I want to, like you said, I want to lose 150 pounds or I want to lose 33 pounds, and then they, close themselves in and they box themselves into a month and they get disappointed. So for you, you took smaller steps, like you said, walking the dog, and then you found success, big success in just starting off small.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it any better. That happens all the time. And, even as a personal trainer now, when I have somebody who's starting out, and this is what I did. I did not weigh myself for the first month because I figured...
Yes, and many do.
No, honestly, it's the worst thing you can possibly do, because if you're doing the right thing, you're going to end up seeing results. It's a guarantee. So don't drive yourself crazy. Because if you work out if you start eating right and you work out for the first 2 weeks and you don't see results the way you think that you should be seeing them in terms of weight loss, you're going to get frustrated, and it's easier to just throw in the towel and say, you know what, this is never going to work for me, and just, you see a lot of people either just continue on the way they had been going or even get worse.